Welcome back, everybody. Here we are in the final game of the week, and tonight it's ending on a high note. We have Team Sky versus Super Deadly Ninja Warriors. Both teams sitting on a 1-0 streak right now, being the first week, and I get to share the desk with none other than Decerux once again.
It's your boy, your best buddy, your favorite person to cast with. It's Decerux, and I'm looking forward to this game. And to call it a 1-0 streak, come on now.
What? I mean, they're currently 1-0. It is a streak. If the streak is, a sample of one game, but it's a thing. But
Okay, we'll just run with it for now. Streak versus streak here. Super deadly. What are they called?
Super Deadly Killer Ninjas on the red side versus Team Sky on the blue.
I absolutely love that name. Super deadly killer ninjas.
But they've yet to play a ninja so far, I think. Wait, no, I think did they play Kennen?
We're gonna find out.
I already forgot today. It's been such a long day.
Are we gonna see the a flippin' ninja buff? I haven't seen that in ages.
No, I don't think we're gonna see that. But bans coming in: Atrox, Brad, Kale, Rengar, Camille, Lee Sin, and the first pick, Jin. What a surprise! I did not expect an AD carry first pick.
No, it's a safe enough thing to take first pick. There's not really too much punishment when it comes to taking Jin. You can have something that can oppress it, but it's not really gonna be something that's game changing.
That being said, I mean, Jin is something that you can all in fairly easily. So if you're gonna pick an early carry, it seems confusing to pick one that's so easily kind of countered.
Well, don't forget it is a duo lane. So you can make up for a lot of the issues that come with Jin's laning with just picking the proper support to defend him.
Yeah, I mean, Lulu's still on the table for now. Could get picked away. So, I mean, there's the Lulu pick.
Nice call. Doc's on point right now.
Yeah, I mean, Lulu, it simply is tier 0. I mean, it's almost first pick worthy, because if you can grab the Lulu, it forces the enemy team to almost always pick Caitlyn, because that lane is just so strong right now. But having picked away the Jin, maybe a Karma coming in. We saw Braum earlier that didn't quite work out into the Lulu pick. So, I mean, we'll have to see what they decide to combo that Jin with.
I'll find out soon enough. Kindred locked in. Is Mandatory Cloud gonna go for the Corki? I would love to see it, and it is locked in. Mandatory Cloud on Corki has been nerfed recently. How do you think that's gonna play into this matchup?
Well, we don't quite know what the mid lane matchup is yet. Corki, I believe it actually used to be a staple for ManCloud back in the LCS, so he definitely knows how the champion works. And so heading into this, it does seem a little different with the Jin Kindred, both of which are going to be kind of in the back. Definitely Kindred. We saw Kindred really work out very, very well. So I would expect Kama, that if he's picking that champion, he knows what he's doing with it, and he's going to be putting it to great use. And so we'll have to see how the Kindred works out. Last Kindred had 5 stacks by 13 minutes. I want to see Kama beat that. But Aurelion Sol, Corki, it's an interesting mid lane. I'll give him that.
With the way this comp's been going, I'm expecting one more ADC pick right now.
Misfortune support. No, wait.
Get it.
Wait, no, hold on. Where's everybody going?
This is quadruple support coming in right now. What is it gonna be? Are we gonna get 5? Not support. I'm sorry, ADC. Are we gonna get 5 ADCs coming up right now? Waiting for Fear to look at that last pick to take it in. Is it gonna be Urgot?
I don't.
Not exactly an ADC, but it is a bot lane carry.
But they already have the Jin and the Ashe. Is it Ashe support? Get those enchanted crystal arrows into the face?
Ash support used to be, okay, I don't want to say viable, but it was a cheese pick back in the day when she had her old passive that the longer you went without critting, it would up your crit rate. So you just wait in a bush, walk up, get a full crit, and then wait for the next crit to charge up.
I mean, if you build the Frost Queen claims route, it'll give you a lot of gold because you can almost always guarantee 2 auto attacks coming in due to the slow passive.
So now we have it. We have the Penta Marksman setup going here.
It's so squishy. If Super Deadly Killer Ninjas just pick Nautilus right now, or even Maokai, there's zero response to that pick.
Yeah, this is very interesting. I'm really curious. Is this disrespect coming out of Team Sky? Can the Super Deadly Killer Ninjas make them pay?
No, don't pick Rumble! What are you doing? No! Pick a tank! I feel like now that we've seen the Rumble, this is going to go the way we've seen so many matches in LCS go where you pick a non-tank top laner and you just lose. I feel like a Nautilus or a Maokai simply wins you the game right here. I don't understand why you wouldn't pick that. Kind of tilted, Des. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they could have. They had their opportunities for some pretty good counters with that top lane pick. But we're gonna see how that plays out. This is extremely interesting.
I don't understand. I don't even know how to analyze this. So like mid lane's normal. I think that Charmer is gonna try and push the wave pretty quickly. Maybe try and get some roams off. I mean, Corki, once he hits a certain point, will be able to answer those roams. But early on, if we see the kind of Hu-He style Aurelion Soul, then it's going to be very clutch to be able to get in there and do work. But the Jhin top... Jhin beats Rumble. It's just a thing. I mean, I've played that before. Jhin should win that. And Rumble's just going to be relegated to an alt bot, especially once Kindred comes top. Urgot Ashe, I honestly have no idea. I want to say Jinx Lulu wins it, but like the Ashe is kind of a wild card.
I mean, you tried your hardest to analyze this, but it's just so silly to actually have to give details on the matchup that's happening right now in such a trollish composition.
I mean, Enchanted Crystal Arrow is huge to this team comp. The problem then becomes if Olaf just does anything, then he's just gonna run through and should wreck everybody minus the Urgot. The Urgot's such if the Urgot can get off, it's a very interesting kind of situation because the Urgot can get the poke damage down, can actually poke out Jinx, Lulu, Rumble, and Aurelion Soul very easily once it starts getting the items up, and then once the Urgot, like if they can kill everybody around the Olaf's a very team-centric pick, so I don't know where I'm going with this. I think it's gonna break down to
worth a try.
It's Urgot versus Olaf to carry the game. I feel Olaf has a very simple build path though. He's gonna get Cinderhulk into Randuin's into what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe a Frozen Heart into Deadman's Plate, into Tabby. Olaf knows already what his build path is by like the minute, and it's going to be something very hard to deal with. Although we could just see 5 black cleavers too, and then who cares about armor? So, as we head into the game, I'm kind of at a loss. I can't pick a winner here. Can you, Des?
Okay, I naturally have to give it to the Ninjas because they have a great name, they have a reasonable comp, but let's face it, this is going to be a statement game from Sky if they're able to pull this off. It's really going to put everyone else in the league on notice if Sky can just not care about comp, just use your individual play to destroy the hopes and dreams of the super deadly killer Ninjas.
I don't know what I want, because I kind of want the 5 marksmen to win, just because it's like, why not? Like, they're just putting out a statement right now. But, you know, after we saw the last game, just pure domination coming in with, you know, real picks. And now that we're seeing a 5 marksman comp, it's... I want to see it win, but I also don't at the same time.
Oh man, League of Legends is a very interesting video game.
Yeah, and if you're on the Ninjas squad right now, do you really, like, you scared? Like, do you think that, like, this comp could just be like, do you think they're faked out right now? Do you think
I think you come in with confidence. I think you say, oh, look at these bunch of cheeky laddies right here. We got to teach them a lesson that we're not to be trifled with these troll cheesy picks.
But so then, at that point, do you feel good about your win? You're like, yeah, we beat, 580 carries. But at that point, you're like, oh, well, I had an Olaf. You just built armor and killed everybody. Like,
I don't know. I feel we're gonna have a clown fiesta.
I hope. Fiestas are my favorite, but there's no level 1 fiesta, so the dream there is a little dead.
How is this game gonna go? I just want the minions to spawn already. I want to see these lanes play out. I want to see the team fights. I don't know how to analyze this. What is going on?
Yeah, I don't... I think the Lulu wins the support matchup. I think. I haven't seen Ashe support in a while. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow, like I said earlier, is going to be very impactful. I just don't know. I don't... What is there to say? It's 580 carries. I don't know. I do know that Aurelion Sol will push in for a little while, at least until a couple levels can get taken into the Foss Bomb.
And this is not what Charmer wants to do. He doesn't want to get too close to Mandatory Cloud, as that damage will really add up quickly, especially with the Gatling gun, with the autos, with everything else, especially with the Ignite. Mandatory Cloud will look to try and kill Charmer early if he can.
And this top lane, I mean, it's not Vayne, so it's not exactly the, killer late game threat that you really have to focus, but it's definitely the lane to focus if you're Chef right now. He knows that Rumble can solo carry games. He knows that Jhin is very immobile.
And we're actually seeing this bot lane so far is going in favor of Sky.
Yeah, my experience in solo queue is once you get trolled in the bottom lane, you're just instantly put on tilt, because like you can tell they've never played against this, because why would they have? So when it comes down to it, it's just kind of like,
ooh, we got a fight breaking out here. Charmer, what did we say earlier? Don't get too close to Mandatory Cloud first. Blood picked up and with ease.
Did have to use both summoners, so not exactly with ease, but
if it's that early and you're trying to walk into a Corki that early as Aurelion Sol, you're doing something wrong. He didn't even use the exhaust.
Ghost and Flash popped in the top lane, as well as on the Olaf. Really wanted that gank to happen. I feel bad for Danny and support because, like I was saying, you know that they've never played against this because why would they? And so when you get to that lane, it's just kind of like, oh, we should win this, right? Oh, wait, half my health bar is gone. What do I do? It's like, it's the same reason Pantheon support's my go-to.
We're seeing Denny Cute Body trying to trade out. Also, going kind of even so far. Not too bad, but the previous trades have been in the favor of Sky.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to stack up, too. 8 CS lead already in both the mid and the bottom lane. It's very telling, their experience in these lanes. Although First Blood was given up, so you definitely lose a wave there. Oh, support!
Ooh, this doesn't look too good for concerned support. Danny also taking a lot of damage from the support Ashe. And this is where it gets pretty scary. You notice Ascension has that ignite. If they get low enough, that could be the end right there, even with the heal being up.
Yeah, and taking the ignite on the Lulu, normally it sounds good because you're like, it's, you know, Ashe Urgot, not tanky. They should go down very quickly, but the ignite goes down. No. Concerned support finally going to get taken down.
Danny's going to go down next as well. And that is disaster for the super deadly killer ninjas.
They do get one back.
And look at, there's ManCloud again going aggro, but this time the exhaust is used. Kenny actually went out in this fight, chooses to run away, and most likely the wise move.
Whew. Oh. Chef. He's throwing down the meat.
Getting chased out here. Doesn't look too good for Ascension. Tries to get away, but picked off quite easily.
The lamb chop is greater than the bow, apparently. But
at least we have a little bit more of an even game now.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
Ooh, concerned support trying to pick off Mandatory Cloud, but here comes the rebuttal from Kama. Unfortunately, cannot save Mandatory Cloud. Kama grabs a kill, but is in deep in no man's land. Chef's trying to turn that around and makes a meal out of Kama.
Lamb is a fantastic choice for dinner, and we can see Chef already 2-0, and we've talked about how he has his build path set in his mind already. I can't help but if you're Sky, you're a little bit worried about that, just because you know his build path as well. You know it's full armor, because there's no other option there. But settling back in, we do see CS leads growing in the mid and bot lane, and it's a little concerning for Charmer. I can understand it for Danny Boy because just of the unfamiliarity with the picks, but you should know Corki, Aurelion, Soul if you're going to be playing mid laner.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Corki likes to bully, Corki has Ignite, Corki wants your blood.
And he's getting it. He's taking down the Celestial Dragon 1.5 times now. So it's... I
like how you included the half.
Well, I mean, he did like 90% of the damage that time Kama killed him. Kama just kind of hopped over the wall and secured the kill. But there's plenty of late game available for the ninjas, but it's, say they get aced mid game, that's 1 to 2 to 3 towers losing depending on how many 80 carries they keep alive.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So it's, they have to go big in these fights pretty much. And speaking of going big, Chef looking to chop up Fear, going with the axes over and over, and that puts the super deadly killer ninjas ahead in kills, but Charmer might even it out by going down a mandatory Cloud Ignite, ticks away at his life bar, and he goes down. And there is Kama diving the top lane using the Lamb's I can't remember the name.
You're right, Lamb's Respite.
There we go. In order to stay safe.
Yeah, Curtain Call burned as well. Didn't think that they had the damage to kill him early enough. But now that Chef completely caught at this dragon.
This might not be your dragon. The super deadly killer ninjas having to walk away from this one.
Yeah, no flash means that Chef has to take the long way around.
And the moment that the ninjas made this an even game, Guy says we can't have any of that. Dives the top lane, dives the mid lane, gets the lead back. What a display coming out from this team.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if we're going to see Ashe build normal once, you know, the mid game comes in, you know, pick up, say, Runans to get that massive AoE slow. Or if we're going to be seeing damage coming out. I really don't know, having not seen the Ashe support. Ashe sitting on 700 gold. I don't expect a
Ooh, there's the package coming out. Mandatory Cloud looking to get Chef.
Ragnarok and Ghost being popped there. Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Oh, just barely gonna miss. That would have been the end. But Kama thinking he has the chops to take down Charmer all by himself.
Got a lot of damage onto him. Barely any return.
Whew.
Dida, you can put this guy in any champ and he'll look good at this rate.
Yeah, and I'm curious what we're going to be seeing out of Cruncher. Normally we see a lot of penetration in the early build paths, but right now we're seeing what looks to be the proto belt. Woo!
Here we go, Cruncher looking to get on the Sida. Sida is actually returning more damage than Cruncher's.
Oh, curtain call coming down.
The curtain call. First bullet lands, but he has to abandon it thanks to the equalizer.
Oh no!
This is gonna be anyone's game, but it is Sida's with a deadly flourish.
The flash coming out of Sida and the deadly flourish, which we'll have to see if he's maxing it in just a minute, but that did so much damage along with the just massive amount of damage on these auto attacks already, and that just puts him so far ahead in this lane. So now, who fights for the dragon first?
I'm gonna pick the team with more ADCs.
So Cruncher actually used his teleport, so he won't be involved in a dragon fight.
Yeah, and this is a disaster right here. Using your teleport and instantly getting picked off. Sida grabs that one. No teleport up and so much denied from Cruncher.
Yeah, feels bad, man. And now first brick coming in, going split between Sida and Kama. And this is the 5 marksman comp working.
Yup. And that's all you can say is just yup, really. It's Team Sky. They have really, really good individual players as well as good macro play. So it's just a move of somewhat disrespect to say, hey, we're this good that we can pull off this comp. And we're going to find out soon enough if the teamfight phase can turn that around and get the super deadly killer ninjas back into this game.
I mean, they're definitely... There's enough of a chance that Chef's going to start getting tanky. I mean, he's going for the Righteous Glory build, really wants to get to that backline. but it's opening the window for these marksmen to take advantage of this mid game, get spiked, get damage, and really put, you know, the clock on. But he's eventually going to get armor. He's eventually going to be able to put, you know, fear into the eyes of this Sky's backline.
It's questionable if he can, though, because his build right now, possibly going for a Righteous Glory, he needs to start getting that armor itemization in order to be able to deliver that fear.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's another item that Olaf would build out of Catalyst unless he is going for a Proto Belt. Questionable, to say the least.
Rod of Ages. Kama getting caught out here. Concerned support trying to 1v1 the jungler. Here comes the rest of the team. This could be a very good fight for the Super Deadly Killer Ninjas. Slam's Respite is used, leading to that immortality for a short time, and down goes member after member of the Super Deadly Killer Ninjas. Sky is making this look so good so far. Danny trying to run, but Mandatory Cloud makes that a mandatory death, and a good net win for Team Sky.
Yeah, they get the dragon, they get 3 kills. Things are not looking good for the ninjas.
Ooh, and here comes the curtain call. First bullet lands, second bullet lands. Here comes Mandatory Cloud, making sure that you don't need any more.
This is something.
Yeah, it really is. And it's such a strong comp in terms of actually, if you get ahead, you're really freaking ahead. Overall, it's not a strong comp. I don't advise anyone trying this in whatever other league you're gonna do. But just the fact that they were able to use their individual skill to get ahead makes this ridiculously hard to fight against for the Super Deadly Killer Ninjas.
Yeah, and the itemization is a little wonky on the side of Charmer. Not gonna have the stun ready for him, so it does kind of fizzle out. Ghost burned though, so it's one summoner spell being taken away there.
Oh, and here comes the package. Mandatory Cloud chunks out Danny so quickly. This is pretty sad. A little bit of a BM kill, dominating his Mandatory Cloud.
Yeah, 7-1-2 on this mid lane, Corky. I told you he knows how the champion works, and we're just seeing it come through right now.
So far, a little bit of a pause in the action, but knowing Sky, the pressure is gonna be on in just a second. Trying to prevent any more advancements, trying to get the wave clear, but we see Mandatory Cloud in the bot lane trying to get that tower. Meanwhile, Sida's trying to get a kill on Cruncher. Cruncher uses the equalizer, trying to do everything he can to stay alive to get a kill on the Sida. Gets really close, but not close enough. But Concerned Support is looking to do something to change that. Will Concerned Support be able to get the duel? It is an ADC versus a support. So close. Here comes the curtain call. Concerned Support trying to dance out of this one. Ignite is used. Fourth bullet does land, and this should be the end for Concerned Support. Rampage for Sida.
Again, there's just no words, really. We're going to be seeing a Phantom Dancer or a Runans coming out from Kama very soon. And they're hitting a point where we see Sightstone, Aether Wisp, Ash, but Danny Boy is not long for this world.
Not at all.
Now imagine that instead of Rumble, they picked Shen or Nautilus.
Imagine that. Imagine instead of the 0-5-0, here comes a fight. Serena's a little too deep, and down goes Fear as well. Finally, Super Deadly Killer Ninjas are getting something on the board, takes out Kama, and now they're looking to get Sida. Sida's trying to run as fast as he can to get out of that. He does have Flash, he should be able to escape this, but Cruncher still wants to try and force him to burn that Flash. Charmer getting close enough, gets the stun. Could this be the kill? Flash over the wall, gets Sida to safety, but only temporarily as he chooses to turn around and try and take out Cruncher, but fourth shot means he has no more bullets left. Walking onto the equalizer, running for his life. Is he going to be able to outplay this? Mandatory Cloud is coming straight up, looking to defend him, and what an escape to come out of Sida.
And those captive audiences were so clutch from Sida right there.
Oh. After all that, Cruncher has delivered a curtain call for his efforts. Manages to survive, though.
Does get caught shopping a little bit.
That would have been so disheartening if he actually died for that.
It kind of would have been par for the course on this game. It's just getting really tough for the ninjas right now.
And here comes the Mandatory Cloud, melting out Concerned Support as he runs out of there. He is ignited, but manages to live.
Man, Cloud is behind towers, trying to do some dirty champion farming.
Kama getting stunned out. Taking
Lots
quite a
of
bit of
damage.
damage. They're not going to defend this tower, though. Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes out. Equalizer. Are the Super Deadly Ninjas going to pick up some kills? They pick up Fear. Can they pick up Kama? Kama's trying to run away. Has to use the Lamb Respite in order to stay alive for a little bit longer. But can he get a return before he goes down? Nope. Goes down to Crunch. Mandatory Cloud is here, though. And there are a lot of low health bars. And there are a lot of gone health bars as Mandatory Cloud picks up a double kill. Is he going to look to duel Charmer? He might go for it. Gets stunned up, and Charmer grabs that kill. Now, here comes Sida. Full health, ready to fight, ready to take out Charmer. Curtain call comes out, takes out the dragon, and now an actually really close fight just happened between these two teams.
What was that? Holy moly. That fight was ridiculous. Both sides giving it their all. And if Sida had been in that fight, I don't think it goes that way. Although Sida now out of bullets, slowed down, so much damage. Shutdown coming in from Cruncher.
Oh, this is what I've been interested in right here. How fast can this comp take out a Baron? They don't have Mandatory Cloud, so it's not going to be that fast yet. It's going to be spotted out by Concerned Support as the ward is placed. Out goes the Enchanted Crystal Arrow onto Chef at 1,600 health, 1,000 health, and it goes down. Kama grabs that in such a sneaky Baron.
Yeah, I mean, that's the benefit you get when you get to play Kindred. Although, Main Cloud going ham baloney.
Cloud, such a disrespectful play, doesn't pay off. Trying to pick up Danny Cute Body, but it doesn't work.
He thought he had it. I don't think he didn't quite have it.
So, do you think the ninjas have a chance now, Doc?
Yes.
We are starting to get into that late game territory where team comp starts to matter for a change.
Yeah, I think once... To be fair, I also don't know why not everybody has a Ninja Tabby yet, but...
This doesn't look good for Sky right now. Current call is going off.
Woo!
Bullet lands on the Chef. Chef is able to survive. Fear running extremely low, but gets bullied away by the members of Sky. Acerna trying to do something, and now this could be really bad for the super deadly ninja. Sinitsa takes so much damage, but the rocket doesn't finish him off. Cruncher might look to turn this around, trying to get fear. Is it gonna be enough? No! Sida denies him. Now Kama's here, but Kama's gone. Where did he go now?
Hey!
Sida making play after play. Sida
Oh!
so quick. Does he make that play? What a display from Sky.
And this is why Jin's possibly one of my favorite AD carries. There's lots of big numbers, lots of pretty explosions, and with the Baron, this is very close to game. They should at the very least get the inhibitor. Sida playing with his dinner. Righteous Glory coming through. Oh no. Sida's not even gonna die. There's minions at the tower.
Oh no. Mandatory Cloud. What is going on this game?
Holy.
Concerned support trying to pick up.
Oh, he doesn't get it.
Wow.
Oh, Charmer not.
Oh, ulti right on the tip. Mandatory Cloud goes down, and yes, we have a Cloud Fiesta on our hands.
What even is this game? He was on a ward, okay? It wasn't blind. He was on the ward. But I just at a loss for words right now.
I can't. I can't. Kama's a little bit caught out now. Enchanted Crystal Arrow lands onto Charmer. Kama getting melted, but gets the Lamster Spite in time. Goes after Charmer, picks him off. Chef is looking to get onto Kama now. Not getting close enough, but Concerned Support might be able to get there with the speed boost, but is denied by Iserna.
This game is the kind of epitome of feels bad, man. It's so close. Like every single fight, it almost seems like the ninjas are like gonna win it, and then they all have like 400 HP, and then Sida comes in and just one-shots everybody. Like it's so disheartening when you're like, all right, we finally took down 3, we're ready to base, do something, and then just three bullets later, and your team's gone.
And there's actually been very little armor coming out from the Super Deadly Killer Ninjas. It's not 100% effective to build pure armor, because if you ever see the damage that Corki puts out, it's actually mostly magic damage. Now we see Kama a little bit too far forward. Is he going to drop deep into no man's land? Cruncher grabs that one, but Curtain Call is going off, making this a very tricky situation. ManCloud flashes forward, looking to get Danny, but does not pick up the kill. Here comes the Super Demigod Death Rocket, and it does not land on the mark.
So that is the second inhibitor going down. No minions in the mid lane and no tanks means they can't face tank it.
But who's to stop them from trying, really?
Yeah, that's true.
Dida getting caught out, trying to run as fast as he can. He does have that speed boost from having 2 attack speed crit items.
Yeah. Plus, the Deadly Flourish is a really, really good lockup tool, especially now that it is maxed out. So Cruncher should not be catching him.
No. He caught up, but the only thing he caught was a bullet to the face.
Yeah, and as we can see clearly, bullets are detrimental to your health, kids. Keep that in mind.
I gotta admit, I love Sida's build.
I mean, it's just an 80 carry build.
He prioritized having 2 of the crit attack speed items. He runs so fast every time he crits, and he crits so often. It's just so silly.
Ghost gets popped. Chef wants something to happen. It's not looking like it's in the cards. And so now, as we head into the final stages of the game, only a single armor item on the ninja squad.
Mandatory Cloud going into all 5 members. It looks like Chef's gonna go down. Yes, he does drop Super Mega Death Rocket, almost takes out Asanera. And now, here comes an exchange of bodies as Danny gets pushed back. Now Cruncher goes down, double kill picked up for Kama. Will he get a triple? Uses the Lamster Spike, trying to get on concern support. Is he gonna pick it up? Mandatory Cloud grabs that instead. And now there is 4 versus 2. Will they be able to win this? Sky is doing so well, but Charmer might be able to grab this kill. Fear and Charmer in the duel. Is it gonna be enough? Shutdown!
Oh no! Is that game? Yeah, there's Sita just strolling in at the end of the party. Oh man, that should be game. Shutdown coming in onto Sita finally. I don't have words.
Just dreams.
No words, just dreams. But let's take a look at these end game stats. I do want to see how much damage the full AD comp managed to do. The lowest member was the actual marksman position in Urgot, doing 9,000 damage. I mean, the support Ashe doing 13. It's one of those situations where you can't even say that the ninjas got outdrafted. They picked 5 marksmen.
I just want to point out the amount of magic damage that Mandatory Cloud did compared to his physical damage.
Yeah, Cork is a bit of a
jerk.
A jerk? I guess. I mean, he's a bit of an enigma, and it does make itemizing very hard, but looking at his build, I can't help but feel that the lack of armor from ninjas was their downfall. I mean, Sita was just coming in and cleaning up every team fight with an auto attack here, an auto attack there, and all of a sudden he's 9-1. I mean, his second death of the game was because he dove Fountain right at the end.
Oh my, what?
So apparently 5 marksmen, new meta. I mean, this doesn't really, does it take away from the ninjas that they just lost to a 5 marksman comp?
It doesn't take away from the ninjas. It really adds to Sky because they've been putting on clinics every single game. The question is any team in this league going to be able to stop the onslaught that they've been just continuously running all over Phoenix League?
Yeah, I mean, it is only week 1. They're 2-0 on the week. So it is still week 1. There's still a lot of games to be played, and there's a lot more League of Legends to watch. And so, I mean, as we head into these next coming weeks, it really is onto these other teams. They've seen what can happen. They see the level that Team Sky is at. They all need to hit that level. They all need to step up, talk to their coaches, get together and practice, and hit that level 1 and dethrone Sky so far. Because I don't believe there were any other teams that went 2-0.
We had the streak versus streak match.
It actually is. It's Remembrance and Horizon Snow both at 2-0 with Team Sky in their midst as well. So heading into week 2, we definitely see some more matchups coming their way, and it's hitting a point where the teams that went 0-2 this week, they do need to talk to their coaches and get back together and come back strong next week. But it is only week 1. There is still plenty of league to be played. So as we close up, any last words, Des?
Yeah, it's always a pleasure casting with you, and it's a pleasure watching all these teams play out in Phoenix League. If any of you want to get involved in Ascension eSports, please check the links down below. Check out our subreddit, check out our Discord, check out our YouTube. Get involved. We have an in-house ladder. We have divisions for all types of rankings. and we hope to see you guys soon. That's about it for me.
So, again, thank you, Decerux. Thank you, Wumbo, too, earlier, filling in at last moment's notice to take care of the first couple matches of the day. Thank you, all the teams who came out and will continue to come out for the next coming weeks. They definitely put on a good show for me. I hope they put on a good show for you. But that's it for us this week. Tune in on... I believe we have games Saturday for the Elder and Dragon League, but if you're interested in the Phoenix League, we'll be back next Sunday. So set your clocks, set your watches, and set your calendar for that, and we will see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Have a good week.